Sal,
Oh, hey.
we're back.
Yeah, back.
Did you do your duty? Get some Prime Day action?
Oh yeah, Prime Day. Did you get anything?
No, I for one actually care about this country, so
Yeah.
I refuse to pay discounts for my goods. I want to give them full price.
Yeah.
Make sure this economy keeps on flowing.
All right, yeah. I just bought some small things, some things, I just been meaning to stock up on.
Okay.
Like fertilizer and some gunpowder and some hydrogen peroxide, stuff like that.
I bet those are big sellers in Florida.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, we're back. It's been a long time since we've been here, South. Great to have you back.
Oh,
Great
yeah,
to
great.
be back. We have lots of stuff to cover. I don't know if this is going to be a long episode, short episode, but I do know that we have to get caught up on a lot of recent economic trends. So welcome to Economy Lately. I'm Anthony Smith, Chief Economist here at Freightwaves, and let's jump into it. The big thing, of course, that keeps the economy flowing is going to be the U.S. consumer. It's going to be you and me. The more we buy, the more the economy gets pumped up. So that's what it is at the end of the day. We're a consumer-driven economy.
Yeah, pretty simple, basic math.
Basic math. Basic science?
Science is math not one of the sciences? Or science nothing but math?
Is social sciences considered a true science?
Social studies, not composed of books that have numbers that are then later used in math equations.
So what you're saying, everything is math?
I don't really like that worldview. Let's not, yeah.
But anyway, I mean, from the worldview of the U.S., all we do is buy stuff, and that continues to stay strong. Of course, we had Amazon Prime Day that just wrapped up not too long ago, and other outlets also follow suit with their e-commerce holidays or Christmas and July specials. So that's also happening. But what we're seeing right now, most recent month of data, was that there was a little bit of an easing in the rate of growth for overall credit card utilization, showing that maybe some consumers are hitting their limits or being a little bit more selective in their purchasing actions. And so we are still seeing that consumer credit is still at record levels, but maybe that there is some easing on the horizon as consumers start to hit their limit. Overall, this is all going to be built off the backs of the labor market. And really what we're seeing in the labor market, that the unemployment rate is still under 4%. So that's good news. But we saw that a lot of the jobs that were gained were in the government, which South kind of gets me into like a little bit of a rabbit hole. You see government jobs means government money.
It sounds like an inside job
Yeah.
to improve the economy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then who pays for the government jobs?
The Illuminati. We've been through this.
Oh,
Yeah. Aliens in the ocean.
are they watching right now?
They're always watching. Like Santa Claus.
It's comforting.
Yeah.
Someone's always looking out for you.
It's more comforting to be watched by aliens than Santa Claus.
What if Santa Claus is an alien?
Ooh. Something to think about.
The more you know. But really, when we're looking at overall consumers, of course, you want to see that people are employed. We are seeing that there is some steady higher levels for overall initial jobs claims, not quite at overly concerning levels just yet, but something definitely code yellow to keep watching. ADP job report showed that there were a significant number of jobs that were in the services sector, hospitality, restaurants, things like that. So not the most higher paying roles, but roles nonetheless. The big thing is that these can be really shaken quickly. And it's not too unlikely that we could see a turnaround somewhat in the job market in the latter half of the year. And so that's going to be something that we watch closely. And that can really be a really hindrance to overall spending. We also have student loan debts that are going to be repaid, and that's going to be looming in the coming months here, South. So if you got some student loans, that's going to be back in play potentially.
Yeah. Well, I don't have any student loans. Do you have any student loans?
No. Football took care of that.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
So thank you, New Mexico State. Appreciate you. The other big report that we got this week was in the CPI, so inflation numbers overall. What we saw was that there was a slight easing in the overall rate of growth, which is great. We want to see that inflation is starting to come down, but core inflation, still very much a thing, still sticky. And when we're looking at core inflation, it came down to 4.8, down from 5%. So good news, right direction, but really it's still sticky overall and much higher than we want to see it. And when we're looking at the CPI, the numbers that are really kind of pulling down are going to be the volatile sectors. So things like food and energy, especially energy. And energy gas, oil, things like that, are really going to be primed for growth as we continue to get to the second half of the year, because we have things like OPEC Plus really looking to trim down on production. So those energy prices that are really kind of holding down the overall CPI report could really start propping it back up once again, once we get through some of the more later months in the year. So that's going to be a big thing to watch as well. And we were out of town last week, so real quick, some of the notable releases. We had housing starts up over 20%, which is really up there. When we look at housing and construction, we see that, of course, there are a lack of existing home inventory, so this means that there's going to be much more pressure on new builds to come up into the market. And we're still seeing that there are a record number of homes that have been really authorized for construction but not started or still under construction. So, and since there are a backlog of homes to be built, so that's going to keep some of those flatbed busy throughout the coming months here. We also saw that there were ISM updates. So the ISM PMI show that there is still contraction with a reading of 46 percentage points. Backlogs and new orders also in contraction as well. So that is something to note. We're looking at the coming week of releases. We're going to have updates for retail sales. So that's going to be something to watch. And we're also going to have industrial production. So that's going to be another one to watch closely as well. We'll get some other updates around business capacity and inventories, but really those are going to be the two big ones that we're going to be looking at next week.
Did you? I'm sorry. I do take naps during this sometimes. Was there anything about the fireworks trailer index? I was really looking for updates about that since the 4th of July. Do we not have that on Sonar?
No. But I don't do fireworks on 4th of July. And just.
Well, I'm not, it's not all about you, Anthony.
It is.
Oh. All right. Well, never mind then. Forget it.
Yeah. If I don't do it, no one else should do it.
Okay. Well.
And before we leave, we have to talk about something, Sal.
What?
This table.
Oh, yeah. The table.
Been a good table.
It has been a good table. But who's a good table?
This is a good table.
Yeah.
And the pioneers used to ride these tables for miles.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
with their consumption and their other diseases.
Yeah.
Syphilis, probably.
Most likely.
Yeah.
All that good stuff. But
yeah, it is time to
coming to that point.
Say goodbye.
And I'm gonna have fond memories of this table. Mm-hmm. I'm trying not to get choked up now.
Okay, yeah.
It's been a good table.
Yeah. But
it's
just
flexible. It's held me up all this time.
Yeah. Barely.
Uh-huh.
But if you really love something, you put it in a closet where no one will ever see it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you really love it, you lock it up in there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Lock it up there. Never let it out.
That way no one else can take it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see you guys next time on Economy Lately next week. And South, maybe we'll go out on the street and see what the people are thinking.
That sounds like a good plan to me.
Yeah.